Okay, I'm going to review the shapes we did yesterday, and then we're going to go into our, we're going to review for our quiz. You have a quiz tomorrow, so eyes need to be on me. Everybody needs to find the seat and stop moving around. I see a lot of eyes. Eyes. I see a lot of eyes. Good job. Oh, wow, Clay. That's definitely some eyes. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to show you a shape. Does anybody remember when we have this? What is it called? When this, all of our shapes that we talked about yesterday were called what? When it's not open and it doesn't cross, does anyone remember what that was called from yesterday? Val?
Simple closed shape.
What?
Simple closed shape.
Very good. A simple closed curve. So remember, when you have a shape, it doesn't matter your shape. It could be round, it could be square. If it's made and it closes and it doesn't intersect, it is a simple closed curve. Okay, so good job. That's a simple closed curve. All right, how about this one? When it has a simple closed curve that's made of line segments, what is that called? Apple?
Parallel.
Not a parallelogram. It does start with the letter P. Yes. Go ahead.
Perpendicular.
What?
Perpendicular.
Not perpendicular. Jessica?
Polygon.
It is a polygon, yes. So a polygon is a simple closed curve that is made of line segments. So it's closed, remember from yesterday. It doesn't cross over, and it's made of line segments. Good. All right. Now we're going on to the shapes. Now we're actually talking about different polygons. What is the name of this polygon? A polygon made with 3 line segments. Clay?
A triangle.
A triangle. Very good. A triangle has 3 line segments, and that's how you know that it is. It is a simple closed curve, and this is also a polygon, and it is a triangle. Very good. All right. How about this one? What's the name of this one? When it has 4, what is the name of it? This is not in your book. We're just talking, chatting. Jacob S.
Rectangle.
It is a rectangle. Very good. A rectangle is a simple closed curve. It is a polygon because it's made of line segments. It is not a triangle because it's not made of 3. It is a polygon, but it is also a parallelogram because it is 4 line segments. All of these that we're talking about right now are all parallelograms. Who knows? You might need to know these for tomorrow. You might want to pay attention. All right. What is the name of this shape? Oh, come on. All of you should know the name of this shape. Jocelyn?
Square.
It is a square. A square is a simple closed curve. It is also a polygon. It is also, is it a triangle? Shake your head. Is it? Quinn, is this a triangle? No, it's not. Very good. It's not a triangle. It is a parallelogram because it has 4 sides and it is a square. Okay. All right, couple more. This is my, does anyone remember? This was my square that moved over. I know you could. Does any, Kansky, do you remember the name of this guy? I'm trying to unmute you. I'm trying. Kansky,
Yes.
what's this guy? What's this guy's name?
I can't see it.
You might, can you see?
No.
Stand up and look. Try to see the camera. Do you remember?
No.
No, you don't? Okay, does anyone remember? What is this guy's name? Jacob M.
Rhombus.
It is a rhombus. Very good. It is a rhombus. Remember I said a rhombus is a square that looks like it got pushed over. The wind came through. Because if you look at my square and you look at my rhombus, they look similar, except one is kind of leaning over and one is standing up straight. That's the difference. Okay, we have 2 more. This one is my what? Blank stares. This is the most blank stares I ever got. Some people are not even looking. Some people are doing stretches. Maybe we should do a minus 110 points today, Miss Palmer. Caleb?
Is that a polygon?
Well, it is a polygon, but what's the name of this shape?
A trapezoid.
It is not a trapezoid. That's a good guess. This is the one that has 2 sets of parallel sides. Parallel sides.
A parallelogram.
Very good. It is a parallelogram. Parallel sides. It has these sides are parallel. These sides are parallel. So it is a parallelogram. He was right. We have one shape left. This is my trapezoid. My trapezoid has only one set of parallel lines. They're right there. These sets are not because I have one side going that way. Okay. All right. So if we look in our book at page 271, go to page 271. We are not going to do, we're going to do just a little bit in your book and then we're going to review and then we'll be done. So go to page 271. All right, let's write down the first at the top. We're just writing the common names of these shapes. That doesn't mean polygon. That doesn't mean simple closed curve. That means like, look at the first one. They wrote square. Okay, that's the common name, like what you would call it. I've never heard anybody look at a rectangle and say, wow, that's a nice parallelogram. Nobody ever says that, right? I mean, if you start doing that, I'll be like, wow, that's a good math student right there. Gabby's gonna start doing that, but look at her. Because she's going to high school next year. I gotta tell her mom. But other than Gabby, nobody would do that. But everybody else is going to write down the names of the actual shapes. So the second shape in the list is actually called what? Gianna?
The
We have a
next one,
square and then a what?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Yeah. That green shape is a rectangle. That's what it's actually called. It's called a rectangle. Okay. All right. So we have a square, we have a rectangle. Then what do you think the third shape is? If you've ever played those games where you have to fit all the shapes together, have you ever played those games? Those games are hard, aren't they? This piece is always hard to fit, right? So what do you call this? What is this shape's name? Sabrina?
A rhombus?
It is not a rhombus. That's a good guess. That is a good guess. What is it? Look at it. Look at the sides of it. How many sides are equal? That gives you a clue. What's it actually called? Lily? Lily? I don't think Lily could hear me. Lily? I can't hear you, Lily. She's moving in like slow motion. What? I can't hear her at all. Colin? Colin, what is the third shape?
Parallelogram?
Parallelogram. Very good. Cherith, we're on page 271. Okay, how about the fourth shape? What's the fourth shape called? Addison?
Rhombus?
Rhombus. Very good. That is a rhombus. That's the one that looks like the square that got blown over. And the last shape is called what, Eli?
Triangle?
Triangle. Very good. That is a triangle. All right. Now, if you go to section 2, we're going to match. These are our, the first day we did geometry, we didn't do shapes. We did lines and stuff like that. Sammy, do you have a question? Okay. All right. So look at letter A. What do you think letter A is? When you have a beginning, but you don't have an end, it keeps going forever. What is that called? It just shoots off in one direction. What is that called? I know more of you remember this. So I'm going to make all of you stand up and do 10 jumping jacks in a second to wake up. Jasmina, what is it called? Letter A, when you have a dot and one end but not another. Jessica, show her which one we're talking about.
This one, Jazzy. I know. Array?
It is called array. Very good. It's array. Remember, it's the side of an angle. When you have array, it has a beginning, but then it keeps going. Okay. How about the second one, Jessica? When you just have a point. Oh, I just gave you the answer. It's a point. All of you get a free one. That's a point. All right, Jessica, you do not get a freebie for the next one. Letter B is a point. How about letter C? What is that called?
An angle?
An angle. That's our no-name angle. But it does have a name, but we don't know what it's called, right? Not yet. You'll learn it next year, but we don't know it this year. But it does have it. It has a no name this year. All right. How about twin angles? What are twin angles called? Eli? Congruent.
Congruent angles.
Very good. Congruent angles. Congruent angles. How about letter E? When you have a beginning and you have an end, what is that called? It's just like a chunk. A chunk of a line. What is that called? A chunk of a line. Jeff? We are on letter E. What? A line segment. Very good. A line segment when you just do a chunk of a line. How about letter F? When you have two ends that keep going forever. Remember we said a chunk of a line is like your life on earth. You're born and you die. But this is like God. When the second one is like God, when it goes, there was no beginning and he will have no end. What is that called? Colin?
Parallel lines.
What?
Parallel lines.
Letter F? Letter F is not parallel lines.
Oh, I thought you meant G. Line segment.
No, F. F is just what?
Line segment.
A line, just a line. Yeah, just a line. Because when it has two ends going on forever and ever, that's just a line. And G, when you have two lines that are like this, they are practicing social distancing forever. They will never touch. Gianna likes that one. She laughs every time I say it. Gianna still likes my jokes, even from far away, don't you, Gianna? Yep, she's always like, this is hilarious. When they practice social distancing forever, what are they called, Gabby? What?
Parallel lines.
Parallel lines. Yes, parallel lines are like that. So they never touch, they never will. They're going to keep going forever and they're never going to touch each other. Okay, so tomorrow on your quiz, there are thermometers. So I want to make sure section 3 that you are reading thermometers correctly. There are thermometers. For the first time, you're going to have to read thermometers. So we are counting by 2 in a thermometer. Okay, so when you look at your thermometers, everybody write down in the letter 3 or number 3, the first one, write down what you think that thermometer reads. Everybody write down what you think it says. And I want to see if we all get the same answer. Do the first one. I want to see if we're all doing it right. Okay, who thinks they have an answer? Jacob S?
23 Celsius.
Oh, you're so close. You are very close. You are like 1 degree off, Jacob. Eli?
21.
Oh, nope. Oh my gosh, you guys are like right, so close. Jeff?
22.
Yes, 22 degrees Celsius. Raise your hand if you had that. Keep your hands up. I need to see how many got it right. 22 degrees Celsius. Raise your hand if you got it. Miss Palmer, do most people have it right? I can't see them all at once. Yes? I can't, I gotta unmute you. Miss Palmer, are most of them have it right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so what you're doing tomorrow is you're counting by 2. So as long as you got it right. Jocelyn, do you have a question or are you just saying you got it right?
hand for knowing it.
What?
I was raising my hand for the answer.
Oh, for the answer. You got it. Did you get it correct? I think she did. I think she already is such a good girl that she already muted herself. That's why I love her so much. Okay, do you have a question, Chloe? Oh, she's just ready for the next one. Okay. All right. So, everybody understand how to do thermometers? Because they are on your quiz tomorrow. Michelle and Coretta. All right, Jessica.
Does it start at 15?
Yes. Starts at 15. So you would count 15, 17, you would count by 2. And then it would be up to 20, but and then you would go in the middle, and that's why it'd be 22. Because it wouldn't be
So it doesn't have to be an even number that starts it?
No, it doesn't have to be even. No. Just depends where it ends. Doesn't have to be even. Like, do you see it's like in the middle? This one wouldn't be even because it would be 17, 19, 20, and then it would be in the middle. So it'd be 22.
Okay, thank you.
So if it's in the middle, you're going to pick in between, okay? So just on your quiz tomorrow, be careful. Make sure you're counting by 2, okay? All right. So, let me look at else. Go to the back side of your paper. I'm going to look at what else is on your quiz to make sure we're ready for tomorrow. When we're doing metric system, what do we use to measure length? Do we use the meter or the liter? Who knows? The meter or the liter? What do you use to measure length? Clay?
The meter?
The meter, good. The liter is used to measure capacity. Remember when we learned about the Coke bottle? Mr. Schmelzel drank the whole thing. I can't even use it. But the liter is capacity. When you pour in liquids, that's capacity. Meter is length. Capacity is liquid. So you need to know that for your quiz tomorrow. You also need to know what kilo, deci, you need to know King Henry died making dark chocolate milk. You need to know what all those mean. So everyone remember those? Yes? Okay. All right. And then you need to know decimals, thermometers, and then the bottom is subtracting. You'll be fine with that. All right. On the back side, I already said what you could cross out. Let's go down to number 7. What's the hottest temperature in number 7A? What's the hottest temperature? Cherith?
7A.
7. Yeah, 7A. Which one of all those do you think is the hottest temperature?
Highest temperature is 32 Fahrenheit.
Well, that's pretty hot, but there is a hotter one.
4 Celsius.
4 degrees Celsius. 4 degrees Celsius is the hottest one, so that's the one you should circle. 4 degrees Celsius is the hottest one. How about 7B? Which one's the hottest? Which one's the hottest? Chloe?
100.
Well, 100 degrees Fahrenheit's hot, but there's a hotter one.
97 Celsius.
Yes, 97 degrees Celsius would be hotter. That one is the hottest, 97 degrees Celsius. All right, so now look at number 8. We're going to circle the largest measurement in each row. So look at 8A. Which one's the biggest? Pound, gram, metric ton, or ton? Which is the biggest? Sabrina?
Metric ton.
Metric ton. Very good. Metric ton. How about letter B? Which one's the biggest? A liter, a pint, a milliliter, or a quart? Clay?
Liter.
A liter. Very good. That one is the biggest. How about letter C? Which one's the biggest? A feet, yard, inch, or meter? Jessica?
Meter.
Meter. Very good. You guys are so smart. How about letter D? Kilogram, hectogram, gram, or decagram? Belle?
Kilogram.
Kilogram. Very good. And the last one, mile, kilometer, yard, or feet? Jacob Stone?
Kilometer.
You're close. A kilometer is not quite as big as something else.
Mile.
Mile. Yes, the mile is bigger than a kilometer. You were really close with that one. Okay, so you can cross out, make sure that you're crossing out all the greens, and you can cross out all the B's, all the D's. And Belle, do you know what else to cross out? You printed it off. Don't you know?
It says you can cross out the word problem B and all greens and all B's and D's.
Yeah. Word problem B, all greens, all B's and D's.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And then make sure you're ready for your quiz tomorrow. Any questions before we go? Everybody's ready? Okay. I'm going to stop recording.